Hello, my name is Linda Stiles. This is my interpersonal communication project for Human Services 508 at Liberty University. I would like for you to walk with me through this project, which allows me to assess my communication skill and how to effectively listen at the level 1 and to improve on my behavior blend. According to my communication skill assessment, I scored 56 over 100, which is average, which leaves me plenty room for improvement. Stewart suggests you may have some type of resources that help you deal with communication difficulties. One of the purposes for taking this class is to help me deal with my poor communication skill and listening skill and the fact that it is required. My overarching goal. My goal is to use the knowledge that I obtained from this class to effectively listen on the level of 1. The level that I am currently listening at is level 3. I hear words that are spoken, but I am not really listening. In other words, I fake the listening. On level 3, I listen in spurts. I can turn you out or tune you in. I know that you are there, but I focus more on myself. I can follow what you say only because I want to say what I have to say. I can fake listening to you, which can cause some serious problems. For example, making judgment. My goal is to listen at level 1 in every situation. The listening assessments that are given in the book have helped me to listen effectively to others. I will continue to strive to be a better listener and communicator. Enlarging the conversation allows me to use what I already have and enhance it. I will do this by striving to listen to level 1. I have to realize that my attitude in listening began at the crib. As I grew older, my parents and other people in my life communicated different messages that enhance or lessen my communication skills, whether they are verbal or nonverbal. What is behavior blend? Behavior blend is understanding my personality patterns that allows me to improve my relationships. My personality type explains how I feel, how I think, and act as an individual. There are 4 DISC personality steps. D is directing, driving, demanding, dominating, determined, decisive, and doing. I is inspiring, influencing, inducing, impressing, interactive, interested in people. C is cautious, competent, calculating, compliant, careful, and contemplative. S, which I am, is steady, stable, shy, security-oriented, servant, submissive, and specialist. My personality type is S. One of my personality traits is shy. I will say this have affected my listening and communication skills. I tend to block others out or tune them out and focus more on myself. I hate confrontation and stay away from it as much as possible. I expect people to like me. I like to be kind, nice, and I genuinely care for people. I sometimes allow people to take advantage of me and abuse me. I am not an effective listener and can sometimes tune people out and fake listening to them. Because of my personality type S, I have a very bad problem with conversation and listening. I am consciously working on both now. I am not an effective listener and can sometimes tune people out and fake listening, as you heard, because of my personality type S. And I also have a very bad problem with conversating with others. I am constantly working on both to improve my interpersonal communication and listening skills. My major barrier is interrupting someone when they are in deep conversation. Burley Allen talks about being aware of the habits that can help people to stop them. This class has helped me to be aware of not actively listening to someone. I think one of my main reasons of interrupting, I was so afraid of not being able to say what I needed to say. I didn't want to forget, so I just interrupt and I just say it. Burley Allen talks about bringing up something that doesn't relate to what the talker is saying is another form of interrupting. And I find myself doing that all the time, mainly because sometimes I'm not even aware of it. I will pay more attention to interrupting and work on changing the behavior. Another barrier that grips me is being open with other people. My SC blend. states that I don't jump into things or express my feelings openly. In a group, I am not open to share my ideas unless someone shared theirs first. I plan to help this bearer by being open with others and share my feelings, and reaction to present situations, and letting people know who I am as a person. Stewart states that my personality blend states that I am shy and soft-spoken. I will work on being more outspoken. My external distractions, as mentioned before, is tuning out. To avoid overload, people tend to preserve some control over their environment. In a world of complexity with so many hats to wear, we have to carefully consider what we will attend to and what we will let go. This will also help our physical and emotional health. Burley Allen also lists the 3 levels of listening right now. I am currently listening on level 3, which consists of me listening in spurts. I tend to fake listening and focus on myself other than others. I'm aware of this, and now I can set a plan of action to improve, which brings me to Burley Allen ways to increase my listening efficiency, is to practice listening with a planned purpose, plan in order to become aware of, evaluate, and then record my listening behavior. This will allow me to keep track on whether or not I'm improving. I am improving my communication and listening skills, so when there is a conflict, I will be able to effectively handle the situation by what I say and how I say it. Stewart talks about in productive conflict interaction is guided by the belief that all factions can attain important goals. Conflict arises in families, on jobs, in church, etc. But we must seek out ways to handle the conflict. My personality is I dislike confrontation, but I am learning to handle it in a better way because of my listening and my communication skills. Now, in my conclusion, in a world where communication is a must, whether verbal or nonverbal, it can be very complex. The metaphor of inhaling and exhaling allows me to inhale, perceive, and listen to what is coming in, and exhaling the output, and we make means together. Stewart also talks about communication and the quality of life, where humanness happens. I am improving my communication and listening skills, so when there is a conflict, I will be able to effectively handle the situation by what I say and how I say it. This concludes my interpersonal communication project. Thank you.